Hourglass, yes, you heard me. Hourglass came out with a Vanish foundation. Now, we all know and possibly love the Vanish stick foundation, but now we have a liquid form. Could it be just as good? Because, you know, it has the same name, right? Is it worth it? How is it applied? The only thing I know is it says no primer needed and a small pump. It's $56, but could it be a breakthrough? Could it actually save you money? Can it actually give you the full coverage and easy application? Let's find out. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears. And thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really appreciate it. Welcome. Yay! I get so excited when you come. Really excited because, you know, I'm here for you. I'm just saying, because you are awesome. Thank you so much for pushing the little play button. And remember, consider subscribing. And remember to push the little notification bell. I know I said that word so weird. I just had 2 cups of coffee, so you know. And just in case you haven't, please follow me on all of my social medias at Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and even Snapchat at Enidbluesinger, as well as my IMDb page, Enid Lopez. And if you are new, welcome. Remember, consider subscribing. I'm gonna give you a mini introduction about myself just in case you are new. My name is Enid. And all of my handles, I'm Enidbluesinger because blue is my favorite color, and 2, I'm a blues and jazz singer, hence Enidbluesinger. That's where that came from. But also, in my YouTube channel, you'll be seeing a lot of makeup reviews, such as today, the Hourglass Vanish foundation, makeup tutorials, unboxings, such as BoxyCharm, as cover songs and my original blues and jazz music coming out soon. So that's basically my channel. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Now, if you're curious about this new Hourglass Vanish liquid foundation, about application, how it lasts, is it high maintenance, is it good, not? What skin type would it be good for? Well, then keep watching, my dears. Keep watching. Well, hello, my dears. As I stated in the intro, we'll be doing the new Hourglass Vanish foundation. Right now, I do have eyeshadow on. I do have primer already set. Now, before we begin and I show you how this foundation works, because there is a little bit of a method to it. You can't just put it regular like any foundation. So before we begin, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this product and what Sephora says, because that's where I got it. So I believe you can get this at either the Hourglass website or at Sephora. Okay, so according to their site, the Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation, a highly concentrated liquid foundation designed to deliver an instant full coverage with just a half a pump. That's the very important sentence, people. No primer needed. At least that's their claim. It says it's a full coverage, it's natural, it's liquid, you know, obviously. It's good for normal combination and oily skin. So if you have dry skin, this will not work, at least according to them. And this product is free of parabens, and it's also considered vegan and cruelty free. Just letting you know that. Now, this foundation is retailed for $56. I know, it's really expensive. Woo! Now, they do recommend for you to use their brush. That's called the Hourglass Vanish Foundation Brush, and that brush is $46. That's basically what Hourglass says about their products. Now, I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer for you can actually see the demonstration of how it's actually applied, my thoughts and details. So, let's go. Now that you're nice and personal, I'm going to put my hair out of my face for you can actually see what is happening. I decided to be a little colorful today. In case you do not know me, I do have a corporate job, and in my job, I'm an IT help desk technician. And I have to be as neutral as possible, so my creative colorness, I kind of can't. So that's why you probably see a lot of my videos I have colored, because that's the only time I'm able to do it. May not have cared, but you know, just thought I should let you know. Now, if you're wondering, coffee. It's only my second cup, I promise. Like I indicated, I do have eyeshadow on, and I do have primer on. I did use this primer on my face. I love it. It's nice and beautiful. Okay, so this is what came in. I went ahead and bought this. I'm not sponsored. Hourglass doesn't know who I am. Just put my little disclaimer there. I bought this for myself because I do have the Hourglass stick and I love it. That's one of the main foundations I use for my photo shoots. So I thought, liquid form. see if it's any better. Now, this is not a first impression, just letting you know. It is not a first impression. I have tried this, so I would tell you towards the end my actual thoughts. But I'm gonna tell you my little mistakes and things I found out through my little journey of trying this product out. It's a beautiful glass shape foundation, very luxurious, ain't it? And best part, it comes in a pump, which I absolutely love because it's easy application. You can control it, and since their claim is you only need half a pump, this is a good way of measuring it. Here's my thing with this. They recommend this brush. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. It's nice and soft, it doesn't shed, it's beautiful, it feels luxurious, hence it's Hourglass. I wouldn't expect anything less. Would I say this is necessary? Are you thinking, well, can I just use any other brush or even a beauty blender? I've tried all that. I've tried with other foundation brushes, and for some reason, it doesn't glide all that well. I don't know why, it really doesn't. And then the beauty blender, it's good, but it doesn't give me the full coverage. It takes things away, but you know, it's a sponge, it's gonna take things away. So I do like the sponge, but mostly after this, just, you know, to hit right here in between the nose and the smile lines, just to make sure it smooths out just a little bit, because sometimes it can sit there. So this, I do think this is necessary, unfortunately. Here's my thing. I'm a full coverage type of gal. I love full coverage. If you love full coverage, this would be your better bet. Now, you could try other brushes. Maybe your definition of full coverage and mine is completely different, because my full coverage is, because I do have, you know, little spots. I'm starting to have some sunspots, which I don't know why. I'm never outside. I like the redness, and I just want to look like a pure porcelain doll. That's just me. If yours is more like, I just want to even out the skin a little bit, but you don't want to hide too much of everything, then full coverage may not be it. So the beauty blender may actually work better for you. So just play with both, but I'm going to be using the brush today. So this brush was very worth it for me. I have tried, because that was before I actually read the directions, I tried using this as any other foundation. I used a lot, and I tried to cover it, and this was before I got the brush, by the way. And I don't recommend you do that, because it's very potent, it's strong. It will not look natural to you. Trust me, people will see that you have makeup on. So even though I'm gonna use half a pump, I will use just a tad more just on those certain places I want a little bit more coverage, but it does spread it out. So do not use the full pump, maybe just a little bit just to cover some things like how you're gonna see me do, but do not use the whole thing, because I noticed when I did, like the first 2 times I used it, here, it broke. It broke down more easily, because I usually put my makeup on at 4 a.m. Yes, 4 a.m. people, because I go to work and I have to be there at 7, and I get off at 4:30. Well, by the time it was 12, it was already broken, and it didn't look natural. This product is a little bit high maintenance. You do have to put powder on top, so if you don't use a lot of powders, this will not work good. It doesn't set. Now, here could be another thing, could be one of the factors. I do have normal skin. I do not have oily skin. So if you have oily skin, powder, no matter what you use, powder. Dry, I wouldn't recommend this, like they said. No, because it does dry up a little bit. So it may crack if you have dry skin. Now, you put this on, you have to care for it a little bit. Baking will be your best friend, because it would actually stick to your face a lot longer. So I will be doing a little bit of that. So this one, you do have to baby it a little bit. So if you're a type of person that's patient, that's good. If you're the kind of person you just want to put something on, be out the door, this will not work. Just letting you know. So the way this is gonna work, oh, I didn't tell you my shade, did I? My apologies. In this Vanish, I am in Ivory. So, because I did actually go into their store and try it, and I believe they have over, and I believe it's 32. So that's not bad. So I'm in Ivory, and so this is where I want you to pay attention, because I will use my hand as a palette. Do not push all the way down, because that will be a full pump. I'm going to show you how little you need. You see that? That little pea size? That's it. So this is basically how you're going to be able to spread it. And like I said, I will be using the brush today. You see how just that is little bitty dots all over your face. And this is how it works with the brush. Now this is what it is with that small little pump. You see how it evens out the skin? It gives you a nice even tone. Now, and then you can put on your powders and go on to be fine. But for me, as you can tell, even though it's nice coverage, to me it's not completely full, because for me, my cheeks right here, I feel like I need a little bit on my nose. So what I'm gonna do is add like even less than a pump, like that much little, because all I need is maybe like right here. Maybe add just a little bit down the neck and spread it out. Now, are you guys seeing how my skin just looks nice and even everywhere? Like I said, I did add a little bit here on my nose and here because a little bit of my red was still peeking through. I'm just picky that way. But you see how the rest, I could just, no additional product, just keep doing this, and it just evens out my skin beautifully. But when you do powder, it depends on you. If you want to do translucent powder, that's fine. It's just mostly to set it. And if you are not into those translucent powders and you want a little bit of color, which is what I'm going to use in just a second, you'll see the coverage and what it does. Like I said, do not add too much, just add a little bit, just kind of how I am now. And actually, even in those no makeup days, you could just add this and even out your skin and you still look natural. You see how it doesn't look so makeup-y? So go ahead and observe my skin before I continue on. Are you seeing the major difference? Let me know, comment below. Now, as this is applied, now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my concealer, my powders, my blush, my bronzer, and then we'll go ahead and I'll tell you the rest of my thoughts. How the rest of my makeup looks like applying on top of the Hourglass foundation. I thought I would show you the products that I use and how I was applying it. You know, if you like this type of format, even though it's quick, you at least have an idea of what I was doing. So just let me know, comment below. If not, I was just testing it out. But back to the Hourglass foundation. So as I stated a minute ago, do not put a lot of this. Do not. Potent it and it won't last very much on your skin. It will like literally drip down. So let's try to avoid that, shall we? Let's try to avoid that. It evens you out. So I could see this perfect for like those no makeup days, but you just want a nice and even complexion. This will work, my dears. This will work gorgeously on those days, believe me. So this, I would say yes. Here's my pros and cons. It's a nice foundation. It applies nicely. It has 0.84 ounces, so it will last you for a while, especially since you usually have a pump. Yeah, it's gonna last you a while. It's a nice foundation. Do I think this foundation is very good with the brush? I admit it is. As you saw, it blends everything out. It doesn't scratch your face. It's nice and soft. I have not tried this with other foundations. I may, but with this, it's nice and beautiful and luxurious, my dears. They have a decent color range, which I believe will fit for the majority of people. You may have to mix, but you know, that's almost every foundation you have to mix. I was lucky this one fit my skin. Lucky. Beautiful packaging, has a pump, so yes, I like. The negative. Even though you put half a pump, you saw I added just a tad more on little certain spaces. So in my opinion, it's not completely full coverage. I think it's a natural, maybe medium, because it does even out your skin tone. So, but if you have a lot to like cover up, like you have acne and all that, this is not the product for you, my dears. If you have dry skin, this is definitely not the product for you. You have to baby this foundation. You have to literally put powder on top. If you're the type of person that likes to add other stuff or not worry so much about about it, this ain't gonna work. So even on those no makeup days, you still have to put a powder on top. Maybe not a color one like how I used the Fenty Cashew. If you haven't seen my powder reviews from the Fenty line, I'll link it down in the description below, my thoughts, how to apply blah blah on that video. So, but back to foundation. You can't use a translucent, but it needs to be set, or else by like either the 4th hour it will start to break and start looking very dry. Like, I have normal skin, so if that starts looking dry on me, I can just imagine everybody else. I think this would be a good foundation for oily skin, but that's my thing. You have to baby it a little bit. Now, do I think I would buy this again? Probably not. Here's why. Even though I like the half pump, it will last you a while, so I'm sure I'm gonna have this for a while. And I may change my mind over time. And I do like the foundation, I really do. But it's not one to where I'm absolutely obsessed with. Like, my favorite foundation is the Lancome Tint Odell. That's my favorite foundation. This, I like. I prefer their Vanish stick, to be honest with you. Not the Vanish liquid. I like their attempt on it. But it just feels like you have to really baby it. It's just not the type of foundation that you put on your face, those like, let's apply something real quick and out the door. This is not gonna be your friend, my dears. This is not gonna be your friend. Just telling you now, FYI, this is not gonna be your friend. If you have that time just to play with makeup and just, you know, you don't have anywhere special to go, or you have some time, then yeah, this will work. But if you're in a hurry, this is not gonna work for you, my dears. This is not gonna work. So like I said, this is a very good foundation to even out, but it's extremely expensive, my dears. I don't know if you're willing to spend $56 for even coverage, because I know other foundations that will give you an even coverage for much less. So I would say if you like the luxuries feel, that's fine. You have to baby it. And for me, even though I do like, as you can tell, using products on my face, making them nice, soft and glowy, this is still a lot of work. Will I continue using this foundation? Of course, it's $56, yes. Like I said, I do not hate it. I can give you a whole video of hate foundations if you want me to. This is not a hate. It's a like, I don't think should be $56. So if you're thinking about the Hourglass foundation, go for the stick. That one is absolutely gorgeous, and I will continue using that for my photo shoots. Just letting you know. But this is a... You made it to the end of my video? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So those are my pros and cons, thoughts, and demo on the new Hourglass Vanish foundation. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have tried this. How did you use it? Did it work out for you? Did it not? And let me know why. Put it down in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And remember, just in case you haven't done it, just a quick reminder, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, be safe, be kind, be careful. I love you. I miss you. And thank you so much for watching my video. And I'll see you next time.